Earlier this morning, on Thursday, April 23rd, ENN Action News was given an exclusive interview by Commissioner Maddie and Lieutenant Rudy. This interview was brought to us by the police with knowledge that a new FBI unit would be moving into town to oversee gang activities. Here are their words.
They're coming here to help, state units be able to set up things like RICOs or sting operations. We're tired of the gang violence here, so we called in, some heavier hitters than us. They'll be here to do formal investigations. You boys might not see them very much. When big arrests go down, they're the guy in the black suit in the back of the room not saying nothing. They're here to gather massive intel on these gangs. I don't mean like how we do. I mean massive intel, who they talk to, where they go, who they sell to, how much they're selling, where their meet points are, where their drop points are, where their hit points are, who they talk to, who they use on the side. Every little detail we can possibly get. We're gonna put these boys away for a long time.
Understandable. They're here to track down the distribution, make sure they keep the city in check. I get that. We have been seeing that the gang violence seems to be a little bit more than the police can handle at times.
That is correct.
Alright, so second question. Do you think that the FBI are going to be looking into the corruption of other groups, like perhaps the paramedics or the police themselves? As we have heard, there might be some corruption among you. Respectfully.
Of course. No, we understand. Regardless of what we can do with people, people are people, so we try our best in the PD to, make sure they're going to be respectful and outstanding and a help to the public. And as you boys know, it doesn't always turn out that way. So, the feds are coming here to help us, shut this gang problem down, make the streets safer for you guys, and not only that, get rid of the corrupted, pardon my language, piece of shit cops that we have inside of our department right now. So we're trying to make this better for everybody. People should be professional in their job setting, and if they can't act professional in their job setting, then they don't deserve to wear a badge.
Understood. Well said. So I gotta ask, was there a particular incident that brought the FBI to our city?
It's just everything over time. Gang unit, as you know, has been doing our best around the clock to try to rein this problem in, and at times we're going to engage with one particular group and we're getting caught in crossfire between two. So we're just
you guys have seemed pretty swamped.
Yeah, we're gonna bring a little bit more firepower down here. Soon I've heard rumors that our department will come up with funding for riot shields. So as far as people running in buildings with fully automatic machine guns, that won't be a problem for gang unit anymore. We're just gonna kick C's and assist, do the best we can.
That's good to hear.
And also the DOC is having a revamp as well, so the prison will be up and running in due course. So we'll be able to, instead of transferring them far away to a prison, we've got one locally. So that's getting a revamp at the moment, so we'll be able to use that. So we'll be able to hold these gangs in the cells, hopefully settle their time, and hopefully they come to their senses.
Oh, that is very good to hear. In fact, if you could let Ian know when that prison is up and running, we would love to do an episode on the grand opening.
Yeah, I will do. So I think it'll be ready in a couple of weeks. I'm just finishing off building the last little bits now.
Understood.
When it's up and running, we will give you a first-hand tour. We'll take you around everywhere, we'll show you everything, and yeah.
All right, well, ENN News appreciates that. So I only have one more question that comes to mind. With the feds coming into town, are they going to be bringing any new weapons with them? Specific stuff that they will have?
That is a possibility. I have heard rumors of armored vehicles. So moving in on gangs will no longer become an issue, and we'll use vehicles as convoy points. So, like a box, and we won't get pinned down anymore. So between the shield that we will be getting, the feds that are coming here, the internal investigation, and our new equipment that we will be receiving, gangs are gonna have a hard time operating within Oregon here.
Good to know. I have one last question, but it's not so much to do with the FBI and more to do with your own department, if you don't mind.
Yeah, fire away.
We have heard that you have several disagreements over time about how to run things. Is this true? Is there a chain of command problem, or what's going on?
We had an issue with that the past week. We had a lot of officers that have been gone on vacation and were gone for, you know, a significant amount of time. And as they've returned, we have been handing out, you know, demotions and, you know, cadets and people here that are doing their best to honor that shield and that badge and, you know, keep you guys safe and make sure you guys feel respected as a public. We have moved them into higher ranks, so there's a little controversy with people not liking decisions, but, you know, before something gets better, it gets worse, so we're doing our best to push it out. Gang unit is got its hierarchy completely under control now. We hired a young man that we brought from out of town, Master Sergeant. So we have done some work in the last 48 hours. So you guys should see significant improvement from the police department and gang unit. Yeah, if you guys have any other questions or the public has any questions, you guys feel free to come by. You know, we'll answer any questions or help as best we can.
Okay, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. We were wondering about that. I believe that's all we have for today.
Paid ad. If you would like to reserve ad space in the future, please contact us at ENN Action News.
Oh shit. Well, probably the most expensive taxi ride out there. You know, we're sliding in style. You got the radio. You know, going fast, going sideways. You're gonna get where you need to go. You're gonna get there in style. Killer Bees Mobile, man. It's Killer Bees Mobile.
ENN #1 news station.